flip-flops. And with that, Op claims total victory. Sausage? And now you're coping, making excuses like, dead game. Hey, you're right there. You're probably lying in bed in a... I just realized something seriously fucked up, so I'm gonna talk about it. If I were to make a thread title for this, it'd be Bad News. Op's brain was literally hard-locked. The absolute difference between someone who grows and someone who becomes a dead game. Hey, you're right there. You're probably lying in bed in a dim room right now, messing with your phone with a charging cable wrapped around your neck, right? It's completely obvious you're listening to my stream with only one earbud in, terrified of Oyafora, your parents bursting into your room. Did you get yelled at work today? Did you completely bomb your gacha pulls in your sausage? And now you're coping, making excuses like, I just have no talent. The environment sucks, or Myrene is just rigged. Ain't you just running from reality? Saved out reviews. Knowing you degenerates the second something goes slightly wrong, your brain shut down and you go, guess I'm just not cut out for this. Hit the nail on the head, didn't I? Oh, I have potential, it's just my environment holding me back. Of course, just trust me, bro. Yeah, that statement just confirmed your brain dead. Stay mad. Wipe your tears, bro. Today, I'm gonna absolutely shatter that washed up thought process of yours. Before we get into the meat of it, let me quickly drop the roadmap. If I drag this out, you lads are just gonna say, too long, didn't read, summarize it in 3 lines anyway. Today, we're doing this in 3 chapters. First, the curse known as the fixed mindset. Second, the magic words, not yet. Third, stop obsessing over results and cope with the process. That's the 3-part lineup. This is gonna be on the test, you degenerates, so listen up. Alright, let's jump straight into chapter 1, the curse known as the fixed mindset. Have you lads ever heard of the growth mindset? It's a concept cooked up by some big-shot educational psychologist named Carol Dweck. It's the idea that human ability and intelligence aren't fixed at birth. You can level them up infinitely through grinding and experience. The exact opposite of that is the fixed mindset. It's a cursed way of thinking where you arbitrarily set a level cap for your own abilities. If you're clueless about this, you're just gonna get milked your entire life. Huh? Explain it at a middle school level so even we can understand. Fine. Guess I gotta spell it out for you. For example, picture yourself standing in the batter's box in baseball. A goober with a fixed mindset is deathly afraid of striking out and being treated like their brain's dead. So if a pitch comes that looks even slightly hard to hit, they absolutely refuse to swing the bat. Then they strike out looking and make up some excuse like, nah, that was a ball, so I just didn't swing. Press X to doubt. .io. The truth is they just ain't confident they can hit it, but they want to look smart. They've got an ego the size of a mountain about not wanting to fail. That's literally exactly what you guys look like, doing absolutely nothing and just complaining. I guess this is an educational stream now. I recently realized this about myself and broke out in a cold sweat. Just to make myself look like an absolute unit, I was only jumping over tiny hurdles I knew I couldn't fail at, hyping myself up. I really played myself there. The second I got even a little bit of criticism or feedback, I'd go, what the fuck? Are you denying my entire existence? Laughing my ass off, I was seething. You degenerates know exactly what I'm talking about, right? You always run away saying you have no talent or your base stats are just different, but that's just your headcanon, isn't it? Humans only see what they want to see. You're trying so hard to hide the damage from your failures that your brain goes into complete lockdown. You're just standing in front of this locked door, pretending to jiggle the key. It's honestly pathetic. This is where the real shit begins. Moving on to chapter 2, the magic words, not yet. So, how the hell do you break out of that curse? Here's the most important part. Stop treating failure like it's the absolute limit of your abilities. Dr. Dweck says you gotta think of it as not yet, meaning you just haven't reached that stage yet. That's deep, man. It goes against your instincts. but it actually makes sense. For example, when you lads fire up a new action game, and you no-hit the secret boss right off the bat? Hell no. At first, you get absolutely clapped by mob enemies. Party wipe and spam continues like crazy. But in that moment, do you snap your controller in half saying, I guess I have no talent for gaming? No, you don't. You learn through trial and error, dying over and over, figuring out, oh, I gotta dodge at this exact timing, or so this is the boss's attack pattern. In that process, failure isn't a game over signal. It's just data farming. You just haven't beaten it yet. You just haven't met the clear conditions yet. This is exactly the same for IRL stuff like work or studying. When things go south, instead of dooming and going, it's over, I'm dead, my life is a dead game. You think, I just haven't mastered this yet. What should I patch for the next run? That's the growth mindset. It's the brain circuit that keeps leveling up. At the end of the day, even the so-called geniuses and absolute units who get called legends are just failing to death behind the scenes to farm data. Talent is pure copium. An overpowered protagonist who wipes the floor with everyone from level 1 only exists in anime. The goober with the fixed mindset who tries to hide their fear of failure is just barricading the door and going full hikikomori. But the Chad who can think not yet kicks that door of challenge wide open and just keeps grinding X. Hey, you right there. You were just about to say, that's impossible for me, weren't you? Nice bait, you contrarian. Just reframing failure as learning completely changes how the world looks. Keep that little trivia in your head. Alright, the finale. Let's talk about Chapter 3. Hype up the process over the results. I'll give it to you straight. If you want to change who you are right now, stop sweating the results and start valuing the actual grinding process. The normies in this world are always quick to look at numbers and results to flex on you. Like, what's your annual salary? What's your test score? Where is this Saj ranking on the sales charts? Sure, numbers don't lie, but liars use numbers. When you only get praised or flamed based on your results, human nature dictates that you'll start dodging challenges that might not pay off. Just to protect that I'm a smart guy who never fails label, you end up only doing the safest, most boring shit possible. Instead of that, you gotta hype up the trial and error process. Go, man. I fucked up a lot today, but I learned some new shit because of it. Even when there are 0 results, you gotta gaslight yourself into believing that this messy, crawling in the mud phase is exactly where the seeds of growth are planted. Even if you fail, just say, I'm massively fucked up, Keck, laughing your ass off and quickly move on to the next thing. The results will follow later. This very process of exposing your pathetic self is what holds the most value. Well, did you degenerates wake up a little bit? If you want to change your dogshit reality and smash that hard-locked brain of yours, start by subscribing to my channel and turning on notifications. I'm gonna keep blessing you lads with absolute unit tier wisdom. We're gonna do this messy grind and level up together. Well, I ended up yapping for a while, but that's what I wanted to say. Hope this killed some time for you lads. Just because you heard this today doesn't mean you're gonna suddenly awaken tomorrow and start wiping the floor with everyone. Thinking and purely, 0 or 100 is completely brain dead. Just change your mindset, little by little. Try your best to survive tomorrow, at least. If I stay up this late, I'm gonna totally botch my job tomorrow, too. I'm gonna go to sleep before my shoulder gives out from doing too many flip-flops. And with that, Op claims total victory. Oh wait, one last announcement. Next time, I'll be explaining the halo effect. I'm gonna thoroughly expose how much you guys get baited by looks and titles, so look forward to it. Catch you later, degenerates. Alright, stream dismissed. I'm dead.